Krystle. I've loved dolls my whole life. I collect everything from porcelain to cloth, American Girl, neonates, and real care dolls. But my favorite is to collect and make Reborn dolls. There's Chloe, Grace, Jeremy, Maya, Yuki, Savannah, Zoe, Haley, Landon, and Maisie. It isn't easy keeping up with my collection, but it sure is a lot of fun. Hey guys, so I'm here to do a video with Nanea, and I wanted to share something with you guys about her. Now, if you, hi Riley, come here. If you follow me on Instagram, you will already know this, that I exchanged Nanea again. Yes. But this one is for sure a keeper. She is absolutely 100% perfect. So if you remember when I did my video talking about my experience at Indigo trying to exchange the first Nanea, and I was showing you the new Nanea I had exchanged her for, I mentioned how she had something weird with her wig, and I thought at first that it was just part of her hair had got bunched in her hairnet and it just got like kinked, and I thought that if I wet it and like kind of, you know, worked it out with a comb, that it would straighten out and everything would be fine. Well, as it turns out, it was actually an issue with the wig itself. It had nothing to do with the hairnet, because even though I managed to straighten it a little bit in that spot, I actually came to notice when I was trying to like put her hair up, because like as I was saying, if her hair was down, it was covered, you couldn't really see the issue. But I was thinking, like, if I wanted to put her hair in a ponytail or in some kind of an up hairstyle, I wanted to know what it looked like. And that's when I realized her wig was actually put on uneven, and that on this side, the wig, the hair on the wig came close to her ear, which is how it should be. But on this side, where the thing was like kind of weird, there was like almost like a bald spot above her ear because the wig wasn't placed properly. And so I originally was just going to be like, oh, whatever, I'll deal with it. But it kept bugging me because I'm just OCD like that about stuff. And so it kept bugging me. So I went down on a weekend to the Eaton Center American Girl store because I had been there I had been there 2 days after I did the first exchange. I had been down to the Eaton Center Indigo bookstore, and they had tons of Naneas in stock. Whereas when we went to the Indigo at Yorkdale, where I was treated so horribly, they only had 3 left on the shelf, and 1 Marilyn got, and then 1 I got. So I didn't have as much selection to look through. So anyways, I decided to go down on a Sunday by myself, went down to the Eaton Center, and I just went straight into the store and went through literally every Nanea on the shelf. That's what I did when I bought Gabby, actually. When I bought Gabriella, I did that and picked out like the best one. And I was more than happy with Gabriella. So I went through them all. And actually, before I started looking into the boxes, I looked at the ones on display just to see how their wig was. Because I wanted to make sure that it wasn't like something that all of the Naneas had. And that's how it's actually just supposed to be. I wanted to make sure it was something wrong. So I looked at the ones on display, and right away I could tell, okay, there is an issue with the wig. So it probably was, it was put on crooked, but it was also put on where part of the wig was like bunched up underneath, and that's what caused the issues. So anyways, I went through all of them and I picked out this one. And oh my goodness, I am so happy that I did. Her hair, honestly, out of, now that I've had, like this is the third Nanea now. She has the best hair out of all of them. She didn't have any little flyaway pieces or short pieces. Her hair is silky smooth, like even smoother than the other ones. It's super shiny, whereas one of the other ones, like I was even looking at the picture of, I don't know if it was the first or the second one, where the hair kind of like almost looked a little dry. But this is like super shiny, super silky and smooth. I absolutely love it. The wig is perfectly even. Everything is 100% with this doll. There is not a single flaw on her from what I can tell. So I am incredibly happy, and I have to share my experience at the Eaton Center store with you guys in returning her. Now, of course, because I purchased her at the Yorkdale Mall, I basically had to get a refund on the first Nanea and repurchase this one in store. I figured, okay, well, now it's an in-store purchase, so I should be able to do a straight exchange with no issues asked, or with no issues and no questions asked. So anyways, like I said, I went in to the store, looked through all of them, picked her out, and then I went to the checkout to do my exchange. And I will tell you guys what a breath of fresh air it was. I was treated with respect. There was no issue whatsoever in exchanging her. They just asked me why was I exchanging her, and I showed them the issue with her wig, and they were like, okay, no problem. We'll do a straight exchange for you. And that was it. Honest to God, guys, it took less than 5 minutes to make an exchange. And I was like, wow, versus the 30 minutes I wasted at Yorkdale because of how they treated me. So with that said, I actually, before I went and did my exchange at the Eaton Center, I did contact higher up at Indigo, and I went on their website because I wasn't really sure where to contact or whatever. So I went through like their feedback system online, and I just basically sent in a complaint about how I was treated at Yorkdale. Gave the whole rundown of the situation, told them that not only was my time wasted, but it was embarrassing, and also it put a lot on the other cashier, who was then left there to help all the customers by herself, which created a huge line. So I immediately got a response back, apologizing, saying that's not how they operate. That is, that was not acceptable. They apologized. They gave me 1,000 plum reward points, which really, at first I was like, wow, 1,000 points, that's awesome. But really and truly, like, that didn't even bump me up to the $10 reward level. But at least it was something, like at least they acknowledged it and that. And then they had said that a manager would be in touch with me within 48 hours, which never happened. So I think I need to follow up with that. But at least, they acknowledged it was wrong and all that stuff. And then when I was debating whether or not I wanted to exchange Nanea again at the Eaton Center, I posted a question in a Canadian American girl group I'm in on Facebook. And just basically was like asking them, like their opinion on the wig issue. I posted a close-up photo of it, just asking if anyone else had this issue with their Nanea. Would this bother them? Would they exchange it or whatever? Just kind of getting opinions. And I also shared my experience at Yorkdale with them because I said, this is why I'm hesitating on whether I should just live with it or if I should go and exchange again, because I don't want to go through the same crap again. And so definitely, like, everyone said, you know what, like, for me, like, if it would bug me, I would exchange it. But then some people proceeded to share their Yorkdale experiences with me. And apparently, Other people have had bad experiences with Yorkdale as well. There was a lady that shared her story with me. She had bought a doll, an American Girl doll from Indigo bookstores for her daughter for Christmas. And then a few months down the line, the limbs became very loose, which shouldn't happen. Like, okay, limbs can get loose on American Girl dolls over time as they're played with, but generally it's not supposed to happen within a few months of getting a new doll. It's usually like years down the line kind of thing, my understanding anyway. So she, instead of going to Indigo right away, she actually contacted the American Girl company in the US. She went through the website, contacted them. They told her to go back to the Indigo bookstore and get an exchange, get a new doll. They actually even sent her paperwork to print off from the American Girl company, so it was all official. They sent her stuff to bring into Indigo to get this exchange happening. Well, she went to the Indigo at Yorkdale Mall to do the exchange, and they were refusing to do it, even though she had the paper. And I'm sure, I think like eventually she did get the exchange done, but again, it was like they gave her a hassle. And then someone else said that they have found that a lot of the staff at the Indigo American Girl store at Yorkdale are very rude, very nasty people. And so a lot of people have actually stopped shopping at the Yorkdale American Girl store. They now stick with the Eaton Center. They found that the Eaton Center is very nice. And then also, I wasn't aware of it, but Sherwood Gardens Mall, which is it's outside of Toronto. It's about a 30 to 35 minute drive from here. Apparently Sherwood Gardens Indigo bookstore also has an American Girl boutique that I was unaware of. And people have said that that location is very nice as well, that they have never had issues with their staff. So with that said, I think from now on, I'm going to be avoiding Yorkdale. I know anytime I have gone into the American Girl boutique at Eaton Center, I have always had a pleasant experience there. Even if I'm just like in there to shop for American Girl clothes, they have always been super friendly. You go in, they say hi to you. If they see you, you know, looking at the dolls or the clothes, like they'll ask if you have any questions. And you know, like there's some of the girls in there are adult collectors as well. There's a few that I've talked to that she's like, oh, you know, we got into, I don't even know how we got into the conversation, but like we just got into the conversation and I was saying like I'm an adult collector, and she was like, oh, which ones do you have? And then she told me which ones she had. So they're just very friendly people. It's just, it's not as, I guess it's, how can I put it? Like to go to the Eaton Center for the Girl of the Year release, I would generally probably have to go by myself, because Paula and Marilyn, like to drive, it's downtown Toronto and it's ridiculous to drive there. Parking is expensive, so we would have to like take the subway to go there. And it's actually a pretty straight run on the subway for me from where I live. I just have to take a bus, a 15-minute bus ride to the subway, or just get Alex to drop me off at the subway. And then I just take one train straight down. And it's like about a 20-minute subway ride. So it's not bad. But yeah, it just depends. So I'm thinking like if we're going to do the Girl of the Year release next year, maybe we'll go to Sherwood Gardens because we can drive there and we can all go together. And it's actually kind of close to Marilyn's, where Marilyn lives. It's kind of closer to her. So we could actually, like, Paul and I could probably drive out there to her house and then we could all go together, or we could just meet at the mall or something. But, so anyways, that is the story. Some of you had been asking on Instagram. So I am officially 100% happy with this doll. She's been here over a week now. And I am in love with her and everything is perfect. And so anyways, what I wanted to do real quick, actually, is I wanted to put her necklace on. Because I think it would look so pretty. But I'm gonna probably be changing her out of this outfit soon because it's so summery. It's like a summery outfit and it's so like winter. Well, actually we've been lucky. It's been a little bit warmer the last few days. I'm trying to think the easiest way I can get this necklace on without getting it caught on her hair. I'm gonna bring it around this way. Whoops. Okay, I'm gonna bring it around this way. And it's just one of those things that it just like fits into each other like that. There we go. There. Oops, sorry, Nanea. Yeah, she looks so pretty with that necklace. That is so awesome. So yes, there she is. Her hair is just, oh, I love it. I love playing with it and curling it and just, oh my God. She's just so pretty. So anyways, there she is. And then let's see, if I can give her her bag, her little, I wonder if it can go on her shoulder. No, it probably doesn't really look good like that. I think it's just like one of those wrist kind of things. I always have trouble figuring out how to get, there we go. There it is. Let's go like that. There she is with her bag. And her necklace. She just looks so pretty. And I've got all the doll stands assembled. Oh, and I managed, believe it or not, I managed to fit her on that shelf, that wall shelf in the office. So I did manage to get 5 American girls up there. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably already seen the pictures. But I'll just quickly put her up on that shelf and come back to end the video so that you guys can see. If you don't follow me on Instagram and you haven't seen it yet, get ready because it's about to be shown. Okay guys, so here is the top shelf. So as you can see, I managed to fit 5 American girls. And the way that I managed to do it is that I angled them instead of having them facing straight forward like I did with these 4. And now I have both Welly Wishers down here. Yeah, I just slightly angled them and it allowed me to fit all 5 in there. So that worked out really well. And yeah, so they're just slightly angled so that their left arm, like you see Kit's left arm is behind Julie's left arm, and then I just kind of turn their heads a bit. And Josefina isn't quite as angled as the others, just because of her sweater and dress were a little bit poofy, which kind of made it hard to angle her as much. And then Nanea's in there, and she's also not quite as angled. But yeah, it worked out really well. And so now I just got to get them out of their Christmas dresses. And I think that's it. And also, I think what I wanted to also do is I want to rearrange them in order of the year that their story takes place. So like the oldest era to like the most recent era, which I think would put Julie at the end here. And then it should probably be Mary Ellen, then Kit, I think. I don't know. I can't, Kit and these 3 years, I have to look them up because I can't remember what they are. But, and then this down here is basically Girl of the Years and a Truly Me, and then the Welly Wishers. And also, just going to quickly go in our bedroom for a minute to show you. I have Stacy on a doll stand up there. And then basically my plan is I have room basically for 2 more American Girl dolls. I haven't decided who I want yet, but I have ideas. I have like a couple of ones that I'm eyeing. I just have to decide which one I really want. One I'll definitely be getting at the Mall of America when I go in July. And yeah, so these little monkeys will be moved somewhere else when that happens, but for now they're there with Stacy. So yeah, so that is it. And there you have it. That is my American Girl doll updates. And Nanea is here to stay now. Everything is good. But yes, this video reminded me that I should probably contact Indigo to see why I haven't heard from a manager yet about that situation, because that's what was supposed to happen. But I'm actually really glad that I posted in that Facebook group, because it was nice to hear that I wasn't alone in my experience with Indigo. It's unfortunate that I'm not alone, that other people went through similar experiences. That's really unfortunate. But it's good to know so that I can avoid going to that store now, because I don't want to have to deal with anything like that again. So yeah, that is the update. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.